Bring yourself into the present moment. I just got some clarity from Spirit right before joining this group because I have been thinking that Spirit has been giving me the message to slow down recently, like slow down. And I'm like, Spirit, surely do you not know what I have on my calendar this week? I cannot slow down. And this morning I got some clarity. Spirit was not telling me or us as a collective to slow down per se. Spirit was like, no, I don't mean to slow down in the way that you think slow down. Yes, I know you got a lot to do. Spirit was like, I mean to be more present. And sometimes that message energetically for me feels the same. You're not asking me to slow down. You're asking me to settle in and be more present in the moment as I'm doing all the things I have to do today, this week. So welcome to Magical Monday Manifestations. My name is Valorie Lewis. And what in the hell was I talking about all the things I have to do? Because I have got a busy week, y'all. A busy week, and I am looking forward to all of it. So many of you know here in Kansas City today, I'm doing live readings locally. So if you are in Kansas City, please come out and see me. Live readings locally at a nail salon. I'm partnered with the nail salon, and we are calling it Manny's and Messages. It's all over my Facebook, so I'm not going to talk too much about that because most of you are not in Kansas City, but if you are, please come out and see me 1 to 5 p.m. today. And then I have, kind of a big deal going on this weekend. I've got the Metaphysical Fair. The Awkwardly Zen Metaphysical Fair is coming to KC, our first out of city, out of state, big metaphysical fair. So most often Awkwardly Zen has done all of its metaphysical fairs in Denver, Colorado and surrounding areas, and they are taking it on the road. And I am the boots on the ground part of the lead team here in Kansas City. So I've got a ton of things to do to prepare for that, including preparing for out-of-town guests coming in. So a very busy week. So again, if you're in Kansas City, come out and see me on Saturday at Unity Temple on the Plaza. I'm also saying this for the sake of the fact that this is also going out on the YouTubes. So if you're watching this and you're in the Kansas City area, Unity Temple on the Plaza, Saturday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Big metaphysical fair, over 30 vendors and practitioners doing it AZ style. I will be a reader for only a portion of the day, the beginning of the day. So if you're wanting a reading from me personally, get there early and get your name on my list. Why only a portion of the day? Because I'm leaving early because I've got a show that night. Same night, same place, July 26th. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 6:45 with my headliner, that's what I'm going to call her, Ari Honeyford, doing a tarot, a bit of a tarot performance starting at 6:45, and then I'll take the stage at 7 p.m. for Can't Make This Shift Up. I love that title. Can't Make This Shift Up, a metaphysical comedy act, just an opening act of me telling some funny stories about my spiritual journey, and then I get into doing readings for the group. There's about an hour or so of readings for the group, and that includes mediumship, energy, transmissions, just psychic channeled messages, whatever the group is needing. So that's going to be so much fun, and I'm looking so much towards it. I can't wait. I know some of you, let me look at the crowd and see who's here. Some of you, I think, have your tickets. Those of you who are traveling in or who are in Kansas City. Okay, so that's what Valerie's got going on for the week. If you are a member of my membership, and I see quite a few of you who are a member of the membership, Nev, Kitty, Jesse, a lot of you, almost all the members in here. We are meeting this Wednesday, so I'm doing that too. We are meeting this Wednesday. Check your emails for a notice about that. All right, let's get into it. Today is Magical Monday Manifestations. I am your hostess with the mostest, Valorie Lewis, psychic medium, tarot reader, and now adding spiritual comedian to the bill. We'll see how that goes. I might take it off the bill come Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how that goes on Saturday. But Magical Money Manifestations is our chance to tap in and get messages from spirit and also get messages from the cards. We do tarot cards first, and then we move into oracle cards. And then I usually have enough time to do one card pulls for selected members of the audience. And then we wrap it up with an energy activation, which is led by spirit. I never quite know what type of energies we're going to activate until we get pretty much into the reading and we know what we're talking about this week or what spirit wants us to focus on this week. So stay tuned to the end if you're wanting some energy work this morning. Oh, breathe, Valerie. I've been forgetting to breathe, y'all. Just been running at breakneck speed and have to remind myself several times throughout the day to settle in and breathe and be present. I hope you all are doing that now as we speak, bringing your attention to the present moment, figuring out what you would like to receive messages from or about from spirit, focusing your intentions there, letting yourself settle in. As we get started, I'm pulling cards. We're going to get started with Tarot. And the deck we're pulling from is Wisdom of the Dragon Realms, also known as, where's my cover? It's got two different names. Also known as Dragon Tarot. I don't know. I can't find my cover. Y'all know this deck. All right, let me see. Good morning. I'm new here. Hi, Tara. I love newbies. Welcome, welcome. All right. Who else is first time? Awesome. A lot of new people. Awesome, awesome.
Tahida, sorry, Saida is here, brand new.
Yes. Cool. Thank you, thank you.
And Danielle. Wow, all these new people. Wow.
All right. Okay, let's see. 12 and under is free. So children 12 and under are free at the fair. I saw a question about that. Okay, let's get into it. So I've pulled 4 cards from the Tarot, Dragon Tarot. Let's see what Spirit's messages are for this week. Ooh, I'm having trouble seeing y'all. Let me maximize my screen. Un momento. Make sure you can see everyone. Perfect. Okay, our first card for the week, try to get the glare off of it, is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Look at this dragon. This dragon is some type of artisan, perhaps a blacksmith with metal, carving this pentacle on its work desk, seeing all those other pentacles that they've already worked on.
We are not, you're frozen here.
Because one alternate view of this. We are in the middle of a thunderstorm here in Kansas City, so hopefully my connection stays. If I freeze,
You're
just a
freezing.
second, hopefully I'll be back. Okay, so I was saying the 8 of Pentacles. Did I freeze again? The 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles, I want to read from the book because as a tarot reader, sometimes you read a card so much that you just automatically say, it's like, read from the book on this one. So let's get a fresh new perspective on 8 of Pentacles. The most skillful adept. I don't know why I'm pretending like I can see y'all. One moment. Now I can see. The most skillful adept starts out as a neophyte with much to learn. In the searing heat of dragonfire, a muzzled green dragon labors to perfect her craft. Oh, it's a she. Labors to perfect her craft. With fire and claws, she works to forge the ultimate pentacle, ornamented with her earlier, less artful efforts. They are a testament to her growing skill. Y'all can still hear me, right? They are a testament. Let me try this. One moment. Let me try to close down everything that might be taking up extra space on my computer. Maybe we'll get that better. Okay, I'm gonna stay off camera until my computer lag catches up, but I'm gonna keep reading for Eight of Pentacles. So they are a testament to her growing skill, each a little rounder, a little shinier, the metal more refined, the imaging more distinct than the last, each a little closer to perfection. They show the dragon's evolution from novice to the master artisan she strives to be. Life is a work in progress. You are still a journeyman making your way, and there is so far to go. True perfection may never be achieved, but keep at it nonetheless. Like malleable metal, be shaped by learning, burnished by joy, and annealed by loss. Nothing comes easily. I disagree with that. Shit does come easily when you're aligned. With time and practice, skills are honed and you can mold your world rather than have it mold you. So the Eight of Pentacles for me has always been a message of not specifically striving for perfection, because we know perfection is a myth, but striving to just continue to evolve and better yourself. So with that being our first card, and Pentacles is also earth energy dealing with what is in our physically tangible world. With that card being our first card, it's asking us to reflect this week on what areas of our life might we want to continue expanding our skills. What areas of our life are ready for evolution? And I feel like this is not a hard thing for us to identify, but it is something that maybe we have been putting off. There's this thing I want to learn, but I don't have time to learn it, so we put it off. I know I keep hearing this call and people keep telling me, and psychics and readings and my cards keep telling me I'm ready for the next step and evolution is, I'm on the brink of it and I'm about to turn into a new chapter, but whatever comes after that step, that but for you, this is the time, this card is coming up at the beginning of our week to say now is the time to step into these energies. Y'all, we got a lot of energy supporting us, from shit going on in the cosmos to the earth frequency going off the charts. So take advantage of these energies and ask yourself, what skills can I develop, or what is ready to evolve to its next level in my life? Eight of Pentacles. Next up is the Three of Swords. Dun, dun, dun. The Three of Swords, often called the heartbreak card or the heartache card. In Tarot, swords, though, is our thinking mind, air energy. So it's so interesting that there's such an emotional charge around this card. And intuitively, what I'm reading is I'm pulling a card that's talking about swords and intellect and air energy. And yet it is so extremely emotionally charged, with this dragon looking like they are crying out, those three swords, heart in this dragon's hand. You can almost feel the heartache and pain emanating off this card. But the card is about thoughts, swords. And what I'm getting from this card in this moment is Spirit is reminding us how closely intertwined, almost inseparable, our thoughts are from our emotions. Which comes first, the emotion or the thought? For me, in most cases, the thought. The thought precedes the emotion. Are you currently holding emotions, struggling with, maybe even being challenged by emotions, and you're digging into the emotion itself, when maybe you also need to think about the thoughts that are creating that emotion, especially if it's an emotion you don't want to feel? Yes, absolutely. There is much, much, much goodness and therapy that comes from feeling the feels and being in the feels and allowing those feels to inform you, not dictate your life. So when an emotion comes up and it's informing you, one of the things that Spirit is saying you also need to look at is, where are your thoughts in this present moment as you are experiencing this emotion? Are your thoughts adding to the emotion or helping to calm down the emotion if it's one of those emotions that we do not prefer? In most cases, especially those in this room, we're being a bit dramatic and we're adding to it. We're having a thought that's saying, oh my God, I stubbed my toe, my entire day is ruined. No, it's not. 5 seconds of your day is ruined. But your thoughts about it and you telling the story as soon as you walk into the office about how you stubbed your toe that morning. And then later on at lunch, you're telling the story again about how your toe still hurts from when you stubbed it this morning. Your toe was ready to stop hurting 5 minutes after you stubbed it. But your thoughts about it and your insistence on letting the world know how much pain you were in has kept that pain and even exasperated or exaggerated that pain. And that's just in the physical sense. Y'all know we do that all the time with our emotional pain, with our trauma. What trauma stories are ready to be transmuted and transformed in your life? What stories are you willing to shift, not let go of? Because a lot of those stories are your origin story. It's why you are the way you are. Spirit's not asking you to let go of them. Spirit's asking you to shift them, shift the energy around them, shift the intensity. Spirit keeps saying, stop being such a drama queen. Did you die? No. So stop telling the story like it was a life-threatening situation. You're okay. Can you reframe how you talk about that story so that you have a more beneficial, supportive emotion when you share it the next time? Whatever that might be for you. So we have pentacles, swords. We've got swords again with the tornado. I hope this is not foretelling the weather conditions here in Kansas City. We don't need tornadoes. With the tornado, this is a Knight of Swords. Mm-hmm. Knights are the actionaries, asking us to take some type of action. And I can already tell you what that action is. Three of Swords brought attention to those things that are thought forms that are not serving us. The Knight of Swords is bringing further attention, asking us to take action and be intentional about the thoughts we are thinking, be more aware about the thoughts we are allowing ourselves to think, and repercussions of thinking those thoughts long term. I need to hydrate. Knight of Swords. Let's see if there's anything else from the
We're losing
particular card. I'm still here. Now I'm here. Let me do this. I know sometimes turning my camera off gives me better connection. Okay. I just keep freezing and starting and freezing and starting. I think I'm okay. I think I see movement. I'm going to keep going because one moment. It's Mercury retrograde and technology doesn't want to work. What did I do with my phone? I might need to switch to my phone, you all. I think I'm doing okay now. It looks like I stopped freezing. So I'm gonna keep my camera off as I read the definition for this particular card. Knight of Swords. A striking silver and gold dragon darts across a menacing sky. His wings emblazoned with crimson butterflies whip the air into a whirlwind. He is fearless. He is a fearless take no prisoners dragon, brash and brave to the point of recklessness. He is also the most active dragon, flying Knight sword action. I'm going to pause there and ask you is something in your life you would like to approach without vision. Am I still frozen?
Yes. Well, you're going back and forth.
Or can you all hear me?
We can kind of hear you.
All right. Well, I'm just going to okay. Let me see. Y'all, I seriously do not know what I did with my phone. I had it right here in case I had to switch over. And I don't know where I put it. So we're going to keep going. We're going to try to keep this connection strong. One moment. One moment. Please stand by. Technical difficulties. Um, okay, switching over is not going to work, so we're going to have to just keep trying.
Okay.
I am going to tell you up front what the cards are that I pulled, just in case I get disconnected, so that you have a feel. You might have to look these up on your own for information. But we have swords, which I'm still giving the interpretation for. Hopefully my connection will stay. And the last card we have is Justice, Major Arcana. But let's finish up with the Knight of Swords. So the idea, the Knight of Swords is one of the most active knights in the tarot, flying into battle without fear or hesitation. I want to ask you, there's something in your life calling you to move forward without fear and hesitation. Is there something in your life that would be so much easier for you to navigate if you had no fear, no hesitation around it? Think about that thing. Call that thing to mind. That thing is the thing you need to do this week, period. Do it with fear, without fear. Do it with hesitation, do it without hesitation. But do that. This is a night instructing us how we can move forward. All right. The last card I want to move on to is Justice. Let me see if I can come on camera to show you all the card. This blue dragon, Justice, with the scales balanced, with a mouse on one side and an owl on the other. I do not like mice at all. What is that mouse holding? It's holding something. Oh no, maybe that's just the tail. Justice. Justice is that card that asks us to bring balance back into our life, among other things, among many other messages. This week, as you navigate releasing the thoughts that are not serving you, moving into action, that's a lot of big energy. Justice is coming in to remind us to stay balanced. If you're doing big things, moving big energy, removing big blocks, do you know that neuroscience has proven that anytime you rewire, they say rewire your brain, Joe Dispenza talks about it all the time, that when your brain actually rewires, and that might mean you're doing something you've never done before. That might mean you're dropping a habit or picking up a new habit, something that's rewiring the neural pathways in your brain, that actually takes a physical toll on your body. More rest, more food to fuel you as your brain is like, hey, we're doing stuff up here. Just imagine all of the little workers in your brain with hard hats on, building new pathways. They need lunch, they need food, they need water. So this balance card is coming to remind you, you're doing big things. You're shifting energy, you're dropping things, you might even be shifting timelines. And all of that requires you taking better care of yourself so that you have the fuel and the necessary rest to allow yourself to build those new neural pathways, to allow yourself to step into this new way of being. So this balance card is coming up to remind you to care of yourself just because somebody's words said you should be further along from it. Don't push yourself too hard. Be balanced about it. We have so much life left to live, so many more shifts yet to encounter, and we don't want to burn ourselves out before we get there. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. That was our tarot reading. Get these cards moved to the side. I hope my connection is a little bit better. I still can't find my phone, y'all. That's a big concern. And this is the second day this week that I've lost my phone, and it's only Monday. So that should tell you how I'm doing. Let's move on to Oracle cards next. Oracle cards, we're going to stay with the dragon theme. Let's go straight to the Dragon Path Oracle deck, just because it's sitting right here on my desk. And let me see what's going on in the chat. Ooh. Goosebumps looking at the card. Which card was that? I'm curious.
I believe it was
No.
justice.
Justice. Oh, I didn't even go to the book on that one. I got distracted by the storm. I meant to go to the book because I wanted to see why in the heck is this dragon weighing an owl and a mouse. One moment. Let's see what the owl and the mouse was all about. Justice. Card number 11. One moment. I'm still reading. Oh, it was just showing the difference between the two things that she was weighing. It says one holds an owl, the other a mouse, large and small, predator and prey. However, in the eyes of justice, all are equal. So it's an idea of true balance, unbiased balance. It says she weighs both the divine and the mundane. Bringing balance to all areas of your life is something that we're encouraged to focus on this week from Spirit's perspective. All right. Dragons. And the card we pulled from the Dragon Path Oracle is Delphin 30 Triple X. Y'all remember that movie with Vin Diesel, Triple X? I don't know why that popped into my head, but I love me some Vin Diesel. All right. Ooh. Delphin is coming with some sass. I'm going to read the quote, the italicized portion. You can choose to heal and be healed or swim in the riptides. It's up to you. Delphin is the etheric counterpart of the whales and dolphins. The whales are Earth's sacred record keepers, and the dolphins are our spiritual ancestors. System too, as well. Of our spiritual existence here on Earth, the wise dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depths of his being. Delphin has this to say about the ocean. One moment. The waters of Earth can cleanse or aim, support or take life. You too. Am I frozen? Let's do this. No, dragon, I love it. Okay, somebody give me a thumbs up or something to let me know if I'm not frozen. Can you all hear me? Testing.
You are not frozen.
Testing.
You are not frozen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to continue reading. The waters of Earth can cleanse. Now, we're just going to keep going. The waters of Earth can cleanse or make, support or take life. You too are or swim in the riptides. Neither is wrong. It's only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times, and you've made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human. And as humans must, your race makes mistakes. And on occasion, for decisions. It's all part of learning others. Move on. Delphin tells us to look deep into our soul and ask, what is your purpose on earth? What is it that we must discover about ourselves? Are we healers, a spiritual guiding light for others to follow? Are we seekers of the truth through science? Are we called to work with him possibly as ecologists or even marine biologists? It's very useful to call upon when we feel stuck and unable to go with the flow. Anybody feeling that? Delphin says, call on me. His presence acts as a reminder that we would do well to stop struggling and surrender to the ebb and flow of life. For that which we resist persists. Your task is to uncover your driving passion and kickstart the job you came here to do. All right, Delphin. Okay. All right, we are on the struggle bus today with this connection. I don't know what else to do except to keep going. Kind of like my life. So let's keep going. All right. Nev, I freaking love that dragon behind you. That's amazing. Love it. Y'all, myself, Stephanie Gray, some of you know who Stephanie Gray is, some of you don't, that's okay. And Jacqueline got the immense pleasure and honor, I'm calling it immense, I'm assuming it was immense for Jacqueline as well, to be part of Nev's Soul Retreat this weekend. We were virtual presenters. I was not able to travel to the retreat, but I was a virtual presenter. And let me tell y'all, if you ever get a chance to go to one of Nev's retreats, do it. And the next time you have a retreat, please let me blown away with the amount of just everything. Okay, I know I froze again. I'm gonna wait. Hopefully I come back. I know I froze again right in the middle of me giving. What's that?
It's Costa Rica next year.
Yes, I know. And I froze right in the middle of me trying to give Nev accolades, y'all. Follow Nev. Figure out when she's doing a retreat. Be there. But don't take my space. Okay, just leave one space for me.
And me
All
too.
right. The next card was amazing. It really was amazing. I can't say enough. Maybe I'll go on social media and tell y'all the whole story so I don't have to take up time here. All right, let's go. I'm going to come on camera to do this, and then I'm going to shut my camera off to read the interpretation because I think having my camera on is making me cut in and out. So the next deck we're going to is the 22 Archangels Oracle by Kyle Gray. And the card that we have pulled is Daniel, the divine discernment. Trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. Let me hold that up so you can see all the symbols. I'm noticing the motherfucking sun on his shawl. Daniel. All right, I'm going to shut my camera off and read from the Oracle book what his message is for us today. I didn't realize Daniel was considered an archangel. I'm learning something new. Daniel is mentioned in the book of Enoch as an angel who watches over 200 other angels. Like Uriel, he is associated with the energies of light, fire, and the sun. His name means God is my judge. Isn't that interesting? Justice had the scales of balance, like judging, balancing things out. And then we have this entity saying God is my judge. And he is therefore dedicated to helping us align our life with what? Justice and truth. I love it when the cards come together. Completely different decks, same message. With the help of this powerful angel, we can use discernment with regard to challenges and decisions. Discernment is a deep inner knowing of the answer or the next step when it comes to a life decision. Call on Daniel to help you make the best decision for the pathway ahead. And don't think that you have to call on him for just the big stuff. Call on him for the little stuff. If you're trying to decide what stories are causing me emotional distress, Daniel, help me use discernment so I can figure out which stories I need to drop. If you're trying to figure out what to do next, what to eat for lunch, Daniel, help me use discernment so I can listen to my body and give my body its proper nutrient as I choose what to feed my body today. We can call on this angel for anything. The angels do not see things as trivial, as big, as little like we do. We as humans are so insistent on quantifying everything. This is a big issue. This is a little something. The angels, the non-physical, do not quantify like that. Everything is just an experience. Everything is available for us to call on to ask for their help. You need an angel to help you navigate the line at Walmart? Call on them. You need an angel to help you navigate a difficult divorce? Call on them. It is not big and small to them. Your message. Right now, you have unlocked the ability to make a judgment on a particular area of your life that requires a decision to be made. Whatever comes to your mind in this instance is the issue that the angels are bringing to your attention. What you feel you need to do is absolutely what you need to do. You may be wavering because you lack trust in what you are feeling, or because there's a part of you that's struggling with the truth that you need to embody. But your archangel guidance is to trust your discernment. When you take the first step, the next step will become even more apparent. Step by step, the divine is guiding you. So trust in your ability to assess a situation and make a judgment. Angels are helping you with it now. There's so much in the world. I won't tack it onto just the spiritual community, because I think it's in the world as a whole, where we're told not to be judgy, don't judge others, don't judge others lest you judge yourself, or something like that. Judgment is a bad thing. No, it's not. It's how we fucking navigate human life. Discernment is a higher form of judgment, and we are being asked at this time to use discernment to make judgments on our life about what is the next step, what is the best thing I can do in this moment for myself and possibly for others. Judgment is not a bad thing. All right, where are we at on time? Doing pretty good, even with the technical difficulties. I think I do have time to do a couple more. Yes, a couple more words, oracle cards. Sacred Self-Care Oracle is the deck I'm going to next. I'm going to draw the card. Come on, camera, show it. Give me just a moment. Sacred Self-Care Oracle. The inside of the cover of this box says, take care of yourself so you can shine your soul's light. And we have our card. Ooh, I don't think I have ever pulled this card before, and I fucking love the image. Yeah, girl, get it. Build strength is the message. Look at that. She knows right where to neck punch you at, because her third eye is open. She's going to open that chakra one way or another. All right. Build strength. Let's go to the book. That is card number 6. The mantra is, I am strong. My body, mind, and spirit are resilient. The message is, it's time to move and strengthen your body in a new way. Consider a new fitness class or exercise video, a session with a personal trainer, or any other creative strength-building ideas that come to mind. Remember to not get caught up in your physical appearance. Strength can manifest in the body in many different ways. To maintain focus, think of a goal you'd like to accomplish that requires some additional strength, like hiking a steep trail or running a certain distance. Focus on the outcome you wish to attain instead of how you want your body to work. Let me read that again. Because some of y'all think going to the gym, working out, doing exercise has to do with looking good in the mirror. No. Focus on the outcome you wish to attain. I'm going to interject. Physical strength, more health, being able to breathe easier. What are the outcomes that you wish to attain that have nothing to do with your physical looks? Focus on the outcome you wish to attain instead of how you want your body to look. Most importantly, be sure to celebrate yourself when you reach this goal. A journaling prompt: what makes you feel strong? What makes you feel strong? I love that card. I didn't even know that card was in the deck. I don't think I've ever seen her before. Eyes closed, third eye open. I'm working out, about to take a punch. That was Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Build strength. How can you build strength within your physical body this week? And what else do we want to go to? What sign are we in? Are we still in Leo? Is it still Leo? Cancer? Cancer? Is it still Cancer? We're still in the sign of Cancer. That explains a lot.
Yeah, Nicole says yes.
That explains a lot. I'm going to go straight to Zodiac Oracle because I almost never read from this deck. It was more like a learning deck for me back when I was trying to learn astrology. But let's talk about the energies that are present right now. Cancer. It's Cancer season. Number 4. Look at that. What an interesting picture. Okay, I'm going to read from the book. Camera off. I think I got this routine down. Show the card, turn the camera off. Cancer. What do we need to know about Cancer? First of all, this book is in like 10 different languages. It's like 4 different languages. So let me find English. For y'all really think I'm speaking in tongues and I'm not. Let me find the English. All right. Did I show y'all the right card? I did. Cancer is card. What am I doing? Cancer is card number 4, not 6. Why did I have 6 in my mind? Card number 4. Cancer. Water. It's a cardinal sign. The key phrase is I feel. Y'all, to be in Mercury retrograde and Cancer energy, may God be with you. That's all I got to say, because that's a lot. The sensitive energy of water finds strength and direction through the cardinal take charge quality and reminds you that emotional intelligence plays a huge role in shaping relationships and life. The key phrase, I feel, means that the motivation comes from your emotions. In this situation, ask, what feels right? Take the emotional temperature of the situation before acting. Feelings are complicated things. We often confuse our actual emotions with the stories we tell ourselves about that emotions. Did I just start off this reading with the channeled message from Spirit, reading the 3 of Swords? And I don't usually read the 3 of Swords that way, but I did read it that way today about how our thoughts impact our emotions. And here we're wrapping up with the last Oracle card, same message coming through. And I almost never read from this deck. Like I said, it was a teaching deck for me. So Spirit is like, I told you once, some of y'all didn't get it the first time. Let me tell you again in a different way. I may have been one of the people that didn't get it the first time. I'm not calling anybody out but myself. So feelings are complicated things. We often confuse our actual emotions with the stories we tell ourselves about those emotions. Those stories can distract us from the actual feeling. Avoid emotional manipulation of yourself and others. The stories we tell ourselves about our emotions can distract us from the actual feeling, and the actual feeling is only meant as a signpost to inform us of how close or how distant we are from alignment, to inform us of things that we might want to investigate further, shift, or change. That's why we have emotions. But sometimes we tell ourselves outrageous stories about those emotions that just throw us off in the bushes and get us really off track. So this is Spirit saying, once again, please examine the stories you have been telling yourself about what is going on in your life. Please stop being so damn dramatic so that we can move you to the place that you have been asking to be moved to. You have to let go of the stories about how hard your life is, about how hurt your feelings are, about how the whole world is against you. You have to let go of those stories if you want to move into a period where your life is not hard, where the world is not against you. You wake up every morning and you say, but this is true. I'm telling you the truth of what my situation is. Okay. And you're going to keep manifesting that truth. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying, which truth do you want? Where do you want to move your life to? Start speaking that into existence. The more you tell the story of what is, the more what is will be your story. All right, so that's what we have for that. Let's wrap that up. Let's consider that done as we move into I see y'all's messages over in chat, and I know the new Zoom format is a bit confusing, so we'll figure it out together. As we move into, oh, this is going to be hard. Let's see if I can do it. One card pulls. I'm going to go with, I'm just going to pick you. If I see you on my screen and I pick you and you do not want a one card pull, just let me know, but I've never had that happen before. But you can be the first. Feel free to be the first. Monica, I'm picking you. I don't know if you're the Monica I know or new Monica, but Monica, I'm going to pull a card for you. What deck are we going to pull from? We're going to pull from Lightseer's Tarot. Give me just a moment to get those cards out, get some messages. I do feel like our energy transmission is going to be about that, about emotions and thoughts, and our thoughts that are connected to our emotions and how we can release those that are not serving us. So if you stay to the end, that is the energy we will be quickly activating here. But let's get into the one card pulls for select members of the audience. All right. Monica, your card is the 10 of Pentacles. Tens represent completion. Pentacles is earth energy. It's the tangible things that we call into our life. It's those things that we hold as valuable. I do see the Kabbalah symbol there, tree of life symbol there, representing to me cycles of life in different areas that we might evolve into, ascend or descend through during our beautiful journey of life. 10 of Pentacles for you is saying that something is coming to a close, but for me, I'm reading this as a successful ending, a successful closing, completion in a beautiful way. This can look like a manifestation showing up for you, something you've been working on for a long time. It's finally come into full fruition for you. You're able to enjoy it, receive it. Please offer gratitude about it. 10 of Pentacles. That feels like foreshadowing, like you're about to step into that. So if you're not like, I don't know about that, Valerie, I really haven't had it, be looking for it this week. Be looking for it this week. All right. Next up, I want to pull one card for Bree. Hi, Bree. All right. Bree, I'm feeling into your energy as I pull this card. What does Bree need to know this week? Bree is 4 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles energy. Pentacles, earth energy, those things we hold as valuable. I've already kind of talked about what Pentacles is. I won't drive it into the ground. Fours in numerology and also in tarot for me, the way I read fours is that it's the beginning signs of stability. Not full-blown completion like a 10, but it's the beginning signs of stability. It's like you finally feel like you got your feet firmly on the ground, like you can see your path. Maybe you're not walking or running down that path yet, but it's the beginning signs of a little bit of stability, just a little bit to make you want to keep going. I love this so much. Pentacles also represents money. We see her holding a purse, clutching a purse. So this could also mean the beginning signs of something taking a turn in your finances where you're allowing in more abundance. Let me just say real quickly, abundance is all around you, surrounding you. Where are you in relation to that abundance? So Bree, it seems like whatever work you're doing, you are in a good space to start allowing that abundance, playing with that abundance. The only message is allow that abundance to flow. Allow it to flow. Don't stop it up. Keep doing the work that you're doing and allow it to flow through you. You get a big check and then you also get a big bill. Bless that moment. All right, I was planning on spending this check in a different way, but then this bill came in. Are you going to shut it off by being angry about it? Or are you going to say, man, I'm so grateful that this big money came in and now I can pay that bill and I don't have to stress and worry about it. I'm going to allow the flow. I'm going to allow the flow. All right. I think we have time we have time for a couple more. Let's see. I did Monica. Let's do Amy, because that looks like a new name for me. Amy LaChance. I'm going to draw one card for you. Thank you, Bree, and thank you, Monica, for allowing me to pull cards for you. Amy. Spirit, what message does Amy need to hear for this week about her personal journey or any challenges she might be facing? What does she need to know? Three of Swords. We got the Three of Swords again, different deck. Three of Swords again. I'm getting a different read on this based upon your energy, Amy. This to me represents a challenge that you are facing, but overcoming, facing, but deciding that you're going to move through it. Not quite sure how you're going to move through it, but deciding this challenge will not defeat me is kind of where you're at. Like, I don't really have a plan. I just know I'm not going to let it fucking defeat me. That's what I know for sure. And the Three of Swords is saying, yes, absolutely. But also take time to ask yourself the same question that was posed to the entire group. What thoughts am I holding that might be making this challenge more challenging? Can I shift how I'm looking at this? Can I call gratitude into the mix? Can I call forgiveness? Forgiveness is one that Spirit just gave me. So this might be relating directly to you, Amy. Can I call forgiveness into this mix as I face this challenge? Can I call gratitude into this mix as I face this challenge? Can I call discernment and judgment in to even ask myself what parts and pieces of this challenge are mine and what parts and pieces ain't got shit to do with me and I just been carrying it around trying to navigate it and it's not even mine to navigate. This is your week. This is your week to let go of the stories that are causing more pain so that you can more easily navigate whatever that challenge is that you're facing. All right. As always, if you would like a more complete one-on-one reading with me, you can definitely do that by scheduling a one-on-one session through my website, Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. I believe all of those links were put in earlier. I know Jacqueline, my co-moderator, had to leave a little bit early, so you might have to scroll back to the beginning to figure out how to connect with me online and also on my website. All right, let's get into the energy activation. We have a few minutes left here towards the end. It's a slight meditative, slight visualization. I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths. Get ready for an energy transmission directly from Spirit. Spirit is personally sending us each this energy. I am just noticing it and speaking to what I see being sent. So go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Take a couple of deep breaths to settle in. Open yourself up, maybe even assume a pose that feels comfortable to you. I like to uncross my legs and my arms, put myself in a receiving mode, sometimes palms up. Works for me. Do what works for you. Something that physically signals to the universe, I am ready to receive. Maybe your hand over your heart, whatever works for you. I am ready to receive. And these energies that are being sent to us at this time are shining a bright spotlight on our inner world. A bright spotlight on our inner thoughts and our inner emotions. Shining that light into the dark corners, under the furniture, into the back of the bookshelves, in our brain, in our body, in our heart center. All of those dark areas are now covered in light, and we can finally see clearly our emotions, our thoughts. We can finally clearly see those strings of connection between our emotions and our thoughts. And as we look at the thought that caused the emotion, and the emotion that increased because we thought more about it. We can clearly see those connections. And in this moment, I want you to look at those connections energetically. Pull out your big pair of spiritual scissors and decide which one of those connections you are ready to snip and cut. I've been feeling this emotion for so long that it often feels natural, but it does not feel beneficial anymore. I'm ready to cut the threads of that emotion perpetuated by the thoughts that I keep thinking. I'm ready to step into a new way of thinking, a new way of thinking about myself, a new way of thinking about my energy, a new way of thinking about my body. I'm ready to adopt a new way of thinking about my connections, about this world that I live in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send gratitude. Gratitude that I'm still here and I'm still breathing. Gratitude that sometimes even if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm still doing it. Gratitude that I have spirit by my side, angels at my back, and my higher self out in front of me, leading the way. And I'm going to cut away any emotional thoughts and threads that are not supporting this, that are not supporting my movement forward. And if there's something that I'm unaware of, in this moment, I'm going to open myself even wider to receive divine guidance, and I'm going to let divine come in with its mighty sword and cut those things that I no longer need. And I'm open and willing to let those things be cut away, to let those things dissolve, to no longer carry them forward. And let you sit in this energy for just a moment, finish up anything that you are aware of, that you are intentionally cutting loose, feeling the presence of the divine, helping you with those things that you might be unconsciously aware of. And then take a deep breath in and a slow exhale. And open your eyes and come back to the room. And hopefully you feel refreshed and you feel a little bit lighter and a little less burdened. And you are ready to take the messages that were received during this week's reading and take on the world. All right. Thank you all so much. Go out there and manifest some magic, manifest something that will bring you delight and joy this week. Next week, we will not be meeting because I will be recovering and saying goodbye to friends who are in from out of town. But I will see you in 2 weeks' time on Magical Monday Manifestations. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.